Hello everybody, my name is Robert, that's Lola, and this is Review Clue. Now, this weekend I was going to do a video on these. The Tron Smart Hybrid Active Noise Cancelling Headphones, but honestly I kind of just ran out of time. A lot's been happening this week. I've started going back to work a little bit more, and I've been looking after Lola. She's had quite a few troubles this week, unfortunately, so honestly I wanted to get this video out, but I felt like I couldn't do it justice in the time period that I had. So instead I've decided to do a little bit of a little mini-series, because recently I've started going back to the gym a lot more. Ever since the lockdown ended and we started being able to go back to the gym, I wanted to. I find the gym is very good for my mental health and just me in general. Now, when I go to the gym, I also have a PT. My PT was not cheap, shall we say. She was £35 a session, and I would do 2 sessions a month with her. So that's 70 quid right there. And then, of course, I did have to put the gym membership on top of that, which came to about £20 a month. So for this gym experience, I was spending nearly £90 a month. So I've been looking for a while at different ways that I can get fit, maybe a little bit on the cheaper side, or maybe even just from home, which is where today's video comes in. My video today is going to be on Peloton, but not just today's video. I want to do a whole series here from step 1 to the end of buying a Peloton bike, getting it ordered, getting it set up, and looking through the app, and just giving a general review and a real overview of how this process goes, because I've not seen it online and it is a bit of an odd process. It's quite a long process as well. But before we get into today's video, if this is the first time you're seeing mine or Lola's face on your screen, then please do consider subscribing, liking, dropping a comment. All of this interaction tells YouTube that this is a video that everybody should be seeing, and that means a lot to me. So I suppose we should start this video off with the question, what is Peloton? Now, Peloton are a company that offer 2 main services. The first is the Peloton app. The app is $12.99 a month, and it allows a user to watch and engage in a range of live and pre-recorded classes. These focus on all manner of different exercises, from strength to cardio to running to walking to even yoga and meditation. These classes can be watched live. There is a schedule within the app, so you can choose to watch these live sessions and join in. But there is also tons and tons of pre-recorded content, and I think personally for $12.99 a month it's really, really well priced. But then the other thing that they do as well is probably more what you've heard about and you will continually see the adverts for, and that's the Peloton bike. The Peloton bike is a resistive bike that is just like you get at the gym. I think they're called spin bikes, but this one is built for the home. It's a little bit more on the expensive side at nearly £2,000, but spread over the 39-month period that I've chosen to do it, it didn't work out too badly. So that's what Peloton is. Peloton is this bike that has this large touchscreen on the front, and it allows you to watch and join in with all of the bike exercises that Peloton give you. So, of course, you can't do the running on the bike, you can't do any of the other exercises, but the bike just helps to add that extra bit of resistance to your workouts, especially spin workouts. So now we know what Peloton is, let me talk you through my buying experience. I purchased this thing, I think it was Wednesday. So last Monday was a bank holiday. Myself and my partner decided to go up to Blue Water Shopping Centre. We fancied a little bit of a shop. So we went up and we were walking around, and I noticed upstairs there was a Peloton store, and that was really interesting to me because didn't know they existed. When I went in, I met a lovely lady who sort of had a chat with me, showed me the bike, even let me try on the shoes, and sat me on the bike. This is during the global pandemic as well, so I was wearing a mask, everything got cleaned and sanitized. It was excellent service, and I can't fault the woman who came over and helped me because she was so patient with me, clipping into the bike, doing a small workout, maybe 5 or 10 minutes of just pedaling along while she was showing me all of the different things that the screen can do. And it was a really, really nice service that she gave. But from that point onwards, I knew I was sold, purely because of the pricing. So, as I mentioned earlier, at my gym I spend £70 a month on my PT and around £20 a month on the actual gym membership, bringing it to about £90 a month, and that's a lot of money. The Peloton bike, however, comes to £53 a month, plus the £40 that you have to pay for the live service. So they are two different subscription services that you have to obviously buy the bike and then the subscription service on top, which is a bit cheeky. I kind of wish they'd bundle those together for a slightly cheaper price, but hey, they're a business, they've got to make their money somehow, right? Now, you're probably thinking in your head, but that's more expensive than your gym membership. And you'd be right. But then when you factor in my partner, when she also goes to the gym with me, she doesn't do a PT, but she still spends about £20 a month on her gym membership, bringing it to £110 a month. Whereas we can have the Peloton bike and app experience for just £93 a month. And honestly, I think that's an incredible deal, because I would be using the bike quite a lot, I'd be using the strength training quite a lot, whereas my partner does more yoga and meditation. We have filled the whole spectrum there, just from within our homes, and it makes it £20 a month cheaper for us to do it this way. Of course, we don't have the same equipment that a gym would have, but this is what Peloton does best. It is the strength and weight training without all of this equipment around you. You can do it in your home when you're really strapped for time. A 20-30 minute workout, even a 5 or 10 minute workout they do as well. So anyway, I'm sat in this store and we're discussing the bike, and I decide, you know what, I'm going to go for it. So we settle down and we start the buying process. Now, the buying process was a bit tricky, and I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't very pleased with it. But at the end of the day, it was not Peloton's fault at all. I don't blame Peloton for this. This was a different issue with the provider of the loan. This is Klarna, a completely separate video here. If you want it, let me know down below if you want to know my experiences with Klarna and how to use it. But basically, we decided to sit down. We were going to put this bike through for 35 months. 35? Yes, 3 years basically. We were going to put this through for 3 years, 36 months. And that was going to be it. So we filled in all the details. I went through my credit checks, and Klarna just would not play ball. It got stuck on this last screen. I would type in my card details to verify my address. It would charge my card, and then all of a sudden it would go, hey, we need your details to verify your address. And we got stuck in this loop. The lady who was in the store with us was very, very patient. She sat there and she walked us through the whole process. Really, really nice of her. Anyway, we had to give up. So we went home and we started looking online a little bit more and decided that we would place the order online. Peloton comes in 4 different packs, I think they're called, and they're all for different ranges. So you can, of course, just buy the bike by itself. You can buy the bike with some shoes and some headphones. You can buy the bike with shoes, headphones, mat, and a load of other stuff. Or you can buy the family bundle, which comes with 2 of everything, including the shoes and 2 heart rate monitors. I'll throw up the options on the screen now for you. So it came to Wednesday, and I'd been trying sort of Monday, Tuesday to try and get through this Klarna process, and it was painful. It was not working. Wednesday, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go through the online store. So I went online, and we were looking at the family bundle, but I think we decided in the end that it was just too expensive. It was quite a lot more a month for a lot of stuff that we didn't need. We only really wanted the 2 pairs of shoes. So what we decided to do was go with the bundle that gave us the bike, some shoes, headphones, and a heart rate monitor. That was it. That's all we wanted. So we decided to go with that bundle. I went through the checkout, and this time, luckily, Klarna worked. I don't know why, but it did. And then I was well happy. The order was coming, and it said 1 to 3 weeks. I thought, excellent, this is all done now. And then I checked my order and noticed something. This was my fault. I'd completely messed up, and I'd ordered the family bundle. And I was like, this isn't really what I want. You know, it was a lot more money. I didn't mean to do it like this, and I should have checked my order first. So really quickly I went, okay, let's sort this out. I called up Peloton support through the live chat, and I said, hey, look, I ordered this. meant to be this bundle, ordered the wrong one, and the lady was super nice. Like, customer service, I cannot fault with Peloton at all. She sat there with me and she said, okay, look, what we can do is we're going to cancel this order, and then what you'll have to do is reorder with the new bundle. So that was fine. We cancelled the other order, and that was done. I got an email from Klarna saying, hey, you've been refunded, so that was excellent. And then I ordered the new bike with the shoes and everything else. So that was all cool, that's done now. So we now play the waiting game. They say 1 to 3 weeks, and it can be delivered in 2 different ways. It can be delivered through Peloton themselves. This is normally a little bit quicker, but in my area, it's being delivered by a company called XPO. And what they are going to be doing is they're going to call me up one day and they're going to say, hey, we have a bike for you here. We're going to deliver it today or this day. They will tell you a day and they'll tell you a slot that is the earliest slot that they can deliver it. At which point you'll get 2 men coming, or 2 people coming, we should say, be politically correct here. They'll bring the bike up to my flat, they'll put it where I want it, they will build it up for me, they will activate it, and they will get me ready to go. And that's true service for you. Even during this global pandemic, they will still do this service. They'll call up beforehand to make sure that nobody has symptoms of COVID. You will be asked to wear a mask. You probably won't be allowed in the room with them. But again, I will record this process as it happens because I think it's really important to talk about and show this full process from start to end. So we're now playing the waiting game and we're awaiting these. But at the same time, we also got Premier access to the app. Straight away, as soon as I'd ordered the bike, it's like, hey, go download the app, you can do some workouts now. So myself and my partner have started doing some workouts. We run it on our phones and our tablets, and then we can cast it to our TV. What's nice is we both have Apple Watches here. And what that can do is it connects up to the phone and shows a live heart rate throughout your session. And it then calculates your calories based upon the heart rate during your session, which is a really nice feature when it works. And it's the same with the streaming. I don't know whether it's my network or what, but I sometimes really struggle to get the app to stream to my TV. But I'll go a little bit more in depth about this at a later date once I've had a little bit more time with the app. I've only used it the past 3 days, so... But then also today I got something in the post from Peloton, which is really nice. I ordered these separately because myself and my partner will be using the bike. They suggest that you order special shoes to use the bike with because the bike uses cleat. It uses cleats on the pedals. So you will need cleated shoes, or they suggest cleated shoes. This allows you to clip into the bike, stand up, and you're not going to move anywhere and you're not going to slip off. So I've got them here, and I thought what I'll do is I'll unbox them now. I'll get them onto my partner's feet, and I'll show you how we're going to be connecting them up. These cleats come separately, and you have to attach them yourselves. It's quite an involved process, and I think it's quite important to see exactly what you get when you buy Peloton shoes, when you buy anything Peloton. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you get in the box with Peloton shoes. Okay, so here we are with the Peloton shoes. You're probably wondering how much these things cost, and I think this is the real caveat of this. These things are £120. They are really not cheap. Now, of course, the lady in the store actually sort of opened up and said, look, you can buy the Peloton shoes, but you could probably get them cheaper elsewhere. And yeah, if you look around, you could probably buy some cycling shoes and buy the cleats separately on Amazon, and it might work out £10 or £20 cheaper. But in my eyes, for the sake of £10-20, I may as well just buy the Peloton ones here, and at least I know I've got the exact things that I need, you know? So here's the box itself, and I really like this packaging. I think it's really well packaged. It comes in this little outer sleeve with the Peloton logo on it, and as we pull out, we see that these are in fact the cycling shoes. They are European sized, so I've got 39 here. These are my partner's shoes. And on the back, you've got some information as well. The shoes that make every pedal count. So they just explains that it's lightweight and they are Peloton shoes, basically. So let's go ahead and open up the box, find out just what we get on the inside. So I'm trying to kind of open this without it. There you go. So the first thing is some instructions here. They do give you instructions on how to put these cleats on, but I will be doing a quick video in a second with them on my partner's feet, and she will be sat there while I attach these. So those are the cleats. And these are the shoes. They look really nice. They look a little bit like bowling shoes, but apparently that is just the look of these kinds of shoes. You can see that they are leather actually. Along the front, this one I'm not particularly impressed by. It looks like the glue is starting to come away. Quality wise, I think they'll do. But for £120, I was really hoping that these would be slightly nicer looking because of that glue coming off there. It really looks like they missed some QA somewhere. You of course do get two of them because that's how shoes work. So let's go ahead, move into the front room, and I will get these onto my partner's feet. She will show you how to get them on, and then we'll attach the cleats. Let's go. Okay, so we are here with the shoes. You just saw my partner putting them on here. And we can see on the bottom we've got 3 little holes. And this is where the cleats are going to go. The cleats come a little bit like this with the actual red cleat itself, the little washers and the screws. They also give you a little Allen key to get them on. So let's start off with just one of them. You're going to make sure that your little curve is going inwards like so. And they're going to go about there. So let's get one of these in and on. Let's try and work this out. There. I might suggest maybe doing this off of the shoe if possible, but we'll work with what we've got now. We're just going to tighten it up. We're not going to tighten it up all the way because we will still need to move the shoe in a bit to make sure that the cleats are in the correct place. I still can't get that on. So, it is going to go there. Do you know what? I'm going to get the cleats onto the shoe off of the foot. That might be the better way to do things here, but this is a learning process. Take the shoe off, get the cleats on a little bit of the way, and then we'll tighten them up when they are actually on the foot. So, we'll come back to this in a second. Okay, so now we've attached the cleats off the shoe, which was a lot easier than doing it on the shoe. I would suggest always putting them on off the shoe. So now, actually, what we can do is we can start to adjust this. It should sit around the ball of the foot, or the heel of the foot, bridge of the foot, which is about there, I would say. But again, we can always adjust this later once you've used the bike for a little bit. If you find that your knees are flaring out to the side, then maybe just twist a little. And then all we're just going to do is make sure that that is fully tightened to the position that we want it. So 1, 2, and finally 3. And that's really all there is to it. If we take a look from the side here, which I'm just going to move you can see here that you've got the little lip. This is where you're going to kick into the bike. Putting pressure down, you will snap in like this, and then to snap out, you simply twist the ankle to the side and you will snap out of the bike. These are the Peloton shoes, that's your cleats, and that's what you get in the box when you order these things for £120. As I noted, personally, I think the quality is pretty good. Are they comfortable? Yes. Yep, you heard it here. They are fairly comfortable. Obviously, you don't want to be walking around in the house with these things on because hard plastic, hard plastic, hard plastic. It's not comfortable and it's going to hurt your floors. So keep these next to the bike, attach them to your feet, get on the bike, get off, take them off immediately. Try not to walk around in them too much. And that's really it. So let's go back into the office and I will debrief on my experience so far with buying Peloton and the Peloton bike. So there we go. That's the Peloton shoes, how to get them on, how to attach them, and how to tighten them. Of course, as you ride, you will have to adjust these. The basic idea is you want to keep your knees as in line as you can. If they start to flare off to the side, then maybe the cleats aren't quite in the right place. Just undo them, redo them back up. It's easier to do it with two people, so we'll wait for that. Now, you're probably wondering why I received these shoes separately from the bike. This is because they were a separate order. I ordered the bike through the Klarna, so the down payments and the 36 months period. We could have put the shoes on that as well, but I felt like it wasn't really necessary. Spending £120 and spreading it over 36 months was pretty pointless. So we just bought them outright. They came in a different order. They were delivered by Yodel. So there you go. Now, what we'll do is we'll step back for a bit and we'll wait until I get that phone call of when this thing is going to arrive. When it does arrive, I will do a quick video of them setting it up and me doing my first ride, setting up the shoes, screwing in the cleats, and I'll talk you through the bike, some of what it can do, that screen, and just the riding experience as a whole. I'll also have a separate video on the mobile app and some of the mobile workouts, because I know some people would be more interested in that mobile workouts for £13 a month over the Peloton's $40 for the bike and everything else. And I think this is something that really annoyed me, actually. So with the app, you're $13.99 a month for just the app. This is all your bike and running and everything else. But if you have the Peloton bike, you're paying £40 a month for the same classes, the same schedule. You can do all of the bike stuff without the Peloton bike. You can attach it to... You can just have it on an iPad on a spin bike. Of course, you don't know the resistance. It's not going to tell you whether your resistance is correct or not. You kind of have to eyeball that. But you're paying more a month for an experience that isn't much greater than just the mobile app alone. And I feel like that's a little bit cheeky of Peloton to raise that price from $13.99 to £40 a month just because you've already bought the bike. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some more experiences here that I'm missing out on that I haven't picked up yet because I don't have the bike with me. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me, are you interested in the Peloton bike? Have you thought about purchasing one yourself? Have you purchased one? Do you regret it? And of course, I will catch you in next week's video, which is going to be about these headphones. I'm going to spend the week shooting bit by bit by bit when I get the time in the evenings, so I want to really do these justice, because honestly, as a quick thing, these are some of the best earbuds I have ever used, ever, and I really want to do the review justice. So get subscribed, hit the bell icon if you want to see that, and I will catch you in the next one. Adios.